Hey everyone, welcome
All right,
back.
guys.
Video
Welcome.
2.
We're here, still here for another video.
Last week we spoke in the video a little bit about what to expect from social media, why you're doing social media, what's realistic as well for your business to achieve. Today we're going to move on a little bit further into more of a strategy.
Sorry, I was going to grab my marker.
So the last day we spoke about using social media in the right way that it's not a billboard. And I think if we look at the funnel here that Tija has before we get into it, is that we always say that people treat social media sometimes like a billboard, putting a post up expecting a sale from someone who's never seen your brand. And that's kind of at the end result. So what we're going to show you is the strategy, what should happen before this stage.
Yeah, so one of the things we talked about last week was building a relationship with people so that social networks and social media is exactly that. It's social. It should be about building relationships. Facebook wants to see people build real, genuine relationships. So that's kind of what we have here in the funnel is almost a visual representation of a relationship, of a real relationship. So the steps we have broken down here is what we call ADA. So it's awareness, interest, decision, action. So this is the natural progression that happens in all relationships, offline and online, that needs to be replicated in business to keep a constant flow of new customers coming to your business. One example we always give is about, it's like going to a house party and meeting somebody and asking them to marry you there and then. They're thinking, who is this person? Who are you? Why you asked me to marry you? Go away. In real life, what would happen is you would probably meet somebody and get to know them first. You might go on a date or two, you could go out for a couple of years, something like that. And then once that relationship is built up and the trust is built up, then you ask them to marry you. Then you seal the deal, you make the sale, you know? So
that's it, exactly.
That's what has to happen in business too.
Yeah, I think like if you look at the very top of the funnel, when we look at this, A standing for awareness, we're talking about people who have never seen your business, never seen your brand. What content do you want to put in front of them to give them value, to engage them, to look? It's just a stepping stone process. Slow down the process. It's not going straight in for the sale. So what sort of content is relevant that you would like to put in front of ideal customers? And I think ideal customers is a big thing that you need to find out who is your ideal customer.
Yeah, it's very important to focus on who is your ideal customer, what kind of problems they have. And then if you can provide a solution to that problem, brilliant. And this is all free content. You're not trying to make any sales here at all. You're just looking to, as Connor said, to make them aware. People who have never seen your business before. So once you have made them aware of your business, then it's time to really get in the interest stage. Get them into your funnel, get them into your email list, get them onto your retargeting list, whatever it is you're doing. Get them involved in your business so that you can contact them freely. So this is where sometimes we would look at something maybe like a free content download or an opt-in for a quote maybe, or something like that that you're getting the email address, the phone number, something that you can contact them again.
Yeah, that's it. Like at that stage, they've already seen you maybe once before, maybe twice. They now are aware of the brand and the business, so they're more likely to engage and show interest, whether it is opting in or downloading a guide or information from you. And all this time you're building value and trust with the buyer.
Yeah, in these two steps here is where you really position yourself as an expert. This is where you can show off everything you know. And it's amazing how many business owners don't realize how much content they actually can produce around their own area. Sometimes a lot of business owners are a wealth of knowledge that they can, if you speak to them and ask them, they will just spurt out these things. There's things that the average customer wouldn't know and would hugely appreciate. So there is lots you can do here to position yourself as an expert. And then from there, we start moving people towards the decision stage. So obviously, as you can see, each block gets smaller as we go here, because you might have a lot of people that will read your article or read your content, but then slightly less of them people will opt in for a quote or a free guide or something like that. And then again, even less of them will move to the decision stage. This is where you know people who are
very interested.
Yeah, quite interested in what you have to sell. They've maybe opened all of your emails. They've responded to a quotation or a call or something like that. So from here, then you move them to the decision stage.
And when they're at the decision stage, between that and the action stage, they're basically very close to being ready to buy. They've already built an online relationship with you. They know a good bit about your brand, you're offering your services. So it's not like now you're forcing a sale upon them. They actually know exactly what your offer is. And all this time it's been all about quality of your service or your product up to this point, not based on price. At this point, this is the thing, what's going to tip them across the line? Is it a testimonial? You're just agitating that problem a little bit more, providing the solution, but providing it with a result of someone else, like a testimonial. That's what really says, well, if someone else has done that, I'm in the same position, I can get the same result, or the product, whatever the case may be.
So people will have certain objections as to why they shouldn't buy at this stage. They'll have questions, maybe saying, it's too expensive for me, or
does it really work?
Does it work for me? Yeah, it worked for this person, will it work for me? Or I don't know, I have some problems with it. So it's at this point here that you need to overcome them objections. Say, well, here's someone who's the exact same as you, who has achieved the results that you want to achieve from this. Here's a payment plan that we have. If you can't afford this right now, we can do a payment plan. Things like that. So you want to overcome the objections somebody has, and then you move them here to the money.
This is where you all want to
This is where everyone. This is where you want to be. This is where you actually get the sale. So you've now moved somebody from here all the way down to the sale in a natural way. And if you can do this properly, and you have these running in the background all the time, you constantly have ads running to your content, you're constantly getting people into your email list, you're constantly automating the overcoming objections and talking to people. This is where you might even have your sales reps here. So this and this is generating leads for your sales reps, and then at this point they overcome the objections and close the deal. And this is where you have a constant flow of new customers to your business. And oftentimes what happens is businesses only start marketing when they don't have customers, and they're in desperate need.
Immediate results. And this is like a process. You're building a long-term plan out of this. You're looking at, you just said, drip feeding these people in. You should constantly have customers coming in here at the bottom of the funnel that are turning into sales, and constantly another group coming in at the very top.
So that's the process, guys. That's how it all works. And all of this can be automated through marketing automation and your ads, basically, because you can target your ads here to the people who you think are going to be most interested in your product, your service, whatever it is you do, and then the rest can be all automated through your marketing.
So that's just a little insight again today, guys. Next week we're going to look a little bit more into different sections of the funnel and the type of ads that should be are suitable for different stages. So tune in.
Tune in next week, guys.
Bye-bye.
Over and out.